Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I am Paulina Podulaha. Student number is 2310320032. On this occasion, I want to review novel as a final project, extensive English reading. I choose one novel. It is about book lovers by Emily Henry. Okay, let's start. Titles by Emily Henry. Book lovers. People People we meet on vacation retreat. Book lovers Emily Henry, Jove, New York. Chapter 1. 2 years later, the city is baking, the asphalt sizzles. The trees on the sidewalk risk, the families we pass carry ice pops that shrink with every step. Melting down their fingers, sunlight glances off building like a laser-based security system in and out of date has newbie, and I feel like a glass donut that's been let out in the heat from 4 days. Meanwhile, even 5 months pregnant, and despite the temperature, Libby looks like her star of a shampoo commercial. 3 times. She sounds old. How does a person get dumped in a full lifestyle sweat 3 times? Just lucky, I guess I say. Really, it's four, but I never could bring myself to tell her the whole story about J-pop. It's been years and I can still barely tell myself that story. Libby sighs and loops her arm through mine. My skin is sticky from the heat and humidity of midsummer, but my baby sister's is miraculously dry and silky. I might have gotten mom's 5 feet and 11 inches of height, but the rest of her features all funneled down to my sister, from the strawberry gold hair to the white Mediterranean sea blue eyes and the splash of freckles across her nose. Her short, curvy status, curvy stature must come from that Jane pool, not that we would know. He left when I was 3 and Libby was months from being born. When it's natural, my hair is a tulle, ashy blonde, and my eyes shade of blue shade of blue is least idly Caucasian water and more lessening you see before this freezes over a new town. She's the Marianne to my Eleanor, the Meg Ryan to my Parker Posey. She is also my absolute favorite person on the planet. Oh, Nora, Libby squeezes me to her as we come to a crosswalk, and I bask in the closeness, no matter how hectic life and work sometimes get. It's always felt like there were some internal metronomes keeping us in sync. I'd pick up my phone to call her, and it would already be ringing. Or said text me about grabbing lunch, and we'd realize we were already in the same part of the city. The last few months, though we've been ships passing the night actually, more like a submarine and a thunderbolt in entirely separate lakes. I miss her calls while I'm in meetings, and she's already asleep by the time I call back. She vanilla invites me to dinner on a night I've promised to take a client out. Worse than that is the pain. Uncanny appealing when we're actually together. Like she's only halfway here, like those metronomes have fallen into different rhythms, and even when we're right next to each other, they never manage to match up. At first, I'd chalked him it up to stress about the new baby, but as time has worn on, my sister seemed more distant rather than closer. Where we're fundamentally out of sync in a way I can't seem to name, and not even my dream mattress and a cloud of diffuse lavender oil are enough to keep me from lying awake. Turning over our last few conversation like I'm looking for paint cracks. The sign has changed to walk, but a slew of drivers rushed through the newly red light. When a guy in a nice suede striders into the street, Libby pulls me along after him. It is true universally acknowledged that cab drivers once clipped people who look like this guy. His outfit says, "I am a man with a lawyer," or possibly just "I am a lawyer." "I thought you and Andrew were good together," Libby says, seamlessly re-entering the conversation. "As long as you're willing to overlook that my ex's name was Aaron, not Andrew." I don't understand what went wrong. Was it work? What it was it work stuff? Her eyes flicker toward me on the words work stuff, and it triggers another memory. Me slipping back into the apartment during his fourth birthday party and Libby giving me a look like an injured pixel puppy as she gasped, Walker, Warcall. When I apologized, she is brushed it off, but now I find myself wondering if that was the moment I started to lose her. The exact second when our diverging paths pulled just a little too far from each other and the seams started splitting. What went wrong, I say, recovering my place in the conversation is that in a past life, I betrayed a very powerful witch and she's put a curse on my love life. He's moving to Prince Edward Island. Me pass at the next cross street. Wait for traffic to slow. It's a Saturday in my mid-July and absolutely everyone is out, wearing as few clothes as legally possible, eating dripping ice cream cones from big gray or artisanal ice pops filled with things that have no business being anywhere near a desert. "Do you know what's on Prince Edward Island?" I ask. "Anna of Grace Gables?" Libby says. "Anna of Green Gables would be dead by now," I says. "Wow," she says. "Spoiler. How does a person go from leaving her to moving to a place where the hottest destination is the Canadian Potato Museum?" "I would immediately die of boredom," Libby sighed. "I don't know. I take a little I take a little boredom right about now." I glance sidelong at her, and my heart trips over its next beat. Her hair is still perfect, and her skin is prettily flushed, but now new details jump out at me. Sign I missed at first. The drunk corners of the mouth, the subtle tightening of her cheeks. She looks tired, older than usual. Sorry, she says almost to herself. I don't mean to be sad, droopy mom. Just, I really need some sleepy. My mind is already spinning, searching for places I could pick up the slack. That is a piece of the content of the novel book lovers that I can't be. I apol- okay. I apologize if there are errors in conveying the story. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning again.